Hello again. This is second part of the video tutorial how to create machine learning MAUI UI application that will consume prediction model and make a prediction. Last time we finished on adding community toolkit like library, and I forget that this library should be registered in MAUI UI program class. All you need to do is just register it on builder. So builder, then we should say if we want to use this app with community toolkit. Now UI community toolkit. And I think that it is. So let's work on UI part of our application. Let's navigate to prediction page. Let's say what do we want to achieve now. I think we need some entry text field, and probably that's all what's left as it is. And I would like also to add activity indicator to indicate that our app isn't hanged and it's working, performing some operations. Let's move forward. So to use community toolkit methods, we need to register here in namespace. So let's do it. Toolkit. And I think it will make some suggestion for us. Definitely. Also, every page will be connected with some view model, so we also need to register it here. So it's VM. Don't hang, please. CLR namespace, and let's see if it has our view model. Not yet. And probably that's all we need to start changing our UI. Okay, I would like to delete this picture. Then I would like to place scroll view in the grid layout to be able to add activity indicator that it wrap around. So grid here. And just beneath scroll view, we will add activity indicator. Second is running to view model binding is busy. Is visible, the same story. It should be visible only if our view model is busy now. So item is busy. It should have some height. Let's make it 40 and place it in the center of the screen. Center horizontal proportions and vertical proportions. Yeah. What is next steps? Also suggest to define view model, which we will use as binding context. So content page. Definitely we have some mistake here. I see. Okay, let's do it binding context. And this view model still does not exist, but we will add it in a moment. It will have name, predict view model. Let's add it here. Predict view model. Make it public and make it extend our base view model. This implements all necessary methods to implement interface iNotify property change. Come back to prediction page and voila. So what we need to add? We need to add some text editor that will handle input from the user. So probably .NET MAUI has editor, yeah, and its text will be binded to the new model prediction result. No, it's sorry, it's a little bit earlier. Let's name our editor. Then it should have some placeholder to hint the user what user should do. For example, enter your feedback here. Then we need to bind text to view model. Editor usually has binding mode to wait. This means that view model will be changing text in view model will reflect in changing text in editor, and changing text in editor will reflect in changing text in view model. Feedback binding feedback text. And make it auto size and text changes. So good so far. So next we want to describe behaviors of application. First behavior I would like to use from a community toolkit NuGet called user stop type behavior. It will launch command that binds to and execute predict. Then we should set threshold, how much milliseconds should pass after last input from the user to call this method, I mean command. Also, let's specify minimum length of the input string. I would like to set it, for example, 10 symbols. And I guess this will hold. This will work. But maybe not. Who knows? Also, I want to implement one more behavior that will delete previous prediction result when user changes the text. Let's refer to our toolkit. Event to command behavior. Event name text change. And it should execute command from our commands dictionary, if you remember, and we'll name this command reset result. Reset result command. And then we need some, probably, what do we need? We need a label that will be connected with our prediction. So let's describe it just beneath the editor. That's called label text binding. It will bind to the prediction result, of course. And we want to use format here. Prediction string format, I mean prediction result, and consume 0 value from arguments. So far, so good. Specify font size. Make it bold. And make it in the center of the screen. And close the stack. So our view is ready. Let's see how does it look. So we have entry field that will consume our input, and below place a result of running. Okay, probably let's place back the picture that initially was deleted by me. It was .NET bot probably. As I remember, and place it in the center. Now finally we should implement our view model and app will work. Currently, if we enter any text, it will not react. Maybe we will get some crash. Not yet. Okay. I will close this tab. And here we are. Let's describe private variable string type called backtext that will store inputted feedback from the user. And its property. It's convention to name property like it's backend store value, but from the capital letter. Describe getter and setter. Getter will return feedback text to everyone who is subscribed to this field, and setter will call setProperty method from our base view model to set the value. Where to feedback value, which value? Value that is received from UI, for example. In the MVVM pattern, it's necessary that you should implement your view model in a way when the model exactly doesn't know about the existence of any UI element. And it will be prediction itself. And make it public. Also, don't forget to add properties here. That constructor of this view model. And we will add a constructor two comments. One is predict and second is reset value. So we are adding predict to new command. Command is a class that implements a command interface. And as an argument to the action, we will pass still not existent method. I will write it in a minute. Predict method. And I think one more is reset result. Let's call it reset prediction result. Okay. And generate this method, and generate this method. Let make predict sync point. In this method, we will refer our machine learning predict model consumption class. And when this model, I think when this method is called, we will set is busy as true. Remember, activity indicator is subscribed to this value, and we'll draw a circle on the screen displaying that application is busy now. So what we are going to do here, prediction result equals, let's run await task in the ground thread, because I guess using machine learning is CPU resources consuming task, and it will use string lambda to return value. Our prediction result, let's describe variable sample data. Why sample data? Because it's described in machine learning documentation. We need to create model input. So let's refer our prediction model input. Our model input set 0 column value to feedback text. This feedback text is text that user entered, and then we will return result. ML prediction model predict method with sample data will first time initialize var predict engine, as it's lazy. So first prediction will take a little bit more time than all next. So sample, let's call it sample data. Apply and make a prediction. If result of this prediction 1, then definitely this is positive feedback, and if it's not 1, it's negative. Not 1, I mean by 0. Close it here. And after this method is called, we will set is busy to false. That means our model is ready for other tasks now. And I think one more thing to do is reset our result when user types new value. So to achieve this, we just need to assign null to prediction result. Let's delete all not used stuff. I will walk through all our classes and delete everything that is not used. Pay attention, I didn't open platforms folder. I didn't make any specific code changes to some specific platform, and this code will run in any platform described here. I mean Android, iOS, Mac, Catalyst, and Windows. So let's test it probably. But before, I will remove unused users. So I think it's clear now. So let's run it on Windows. And I'm getting my favorite exception. Probably commands are not set it here. Possible. Let's navigate to base view model and check if I creating. Yeah, definitely I need to instantiate this dictionary. So all we need to do is describe a constructor where we will initialize our commands dictionary. So public base view model with empty arguments and here commands new dictionary string command. Let's try again. Yeah, definitely. So good so far. So here we have a profiler. I guess our application consumes 100 megabytes of RAM, almost zero CPU consumption. That's well. Let's input some feedback to predict it. So I like this place. It's positive. Yeah, and we are changing string and the prediction is removed. I will come back here later. It's positive. Did you pay attention that when we stopped typing, it had a pause in 1 second and then called predict command? And let's test this other string. I will never come back here. It's negative feedback. Okay, it works fine. So let's test it on Android Virtual Device. The latest API for today, Android Tiramisu, that is second preview. So here I'm selecting this Android virtual device and let's deploy it here. It will take some time to build, so please be patient. Now we can walk through the NuGet to check what is installed here. All external NuGets I used is community Toolkit. So this toolkit provides a lot of stuff used by .NET and Xamarin developers, and they don't want to code it again, some boilerplate code, and it's all aggregated in one NuGet. So I recommend to use it. Also, if you don't want to use something like my base view model, you can use MVVM helpers from James Montenegro, I guess. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But that MVVM helper library contain already implemented base view model that you can extend in your own view models and don't have to implement notify property changed yourself. So compilation is finished and our app deployed to Android virtual device. Unfortunately, we cannot profile application running in Visual Studio on Android virtual device, at least in Community Edition. So it should work the same as Windows application. Probably I can launch it here. MAUI predict app, and that's great. It's really great. We have one UI description that is scalable for almost any device. I guess if I could show it on TV, it also will work, and interface pretty the same. I can make it not so wide. So let's enter some value here. I will test on the same probably, or maybe something other. Okay, the food is so tasty here. It's probably positive result. So this is positive result. Great. It worked pretty fast that even our activity indicator hasn't been displayed. Strange, really. Let's check again. One more positive. Yeah, it works pretty fast, so you can notice any delay in time. So I will push this code to my GitHub. You can browse the code, copy paste, use it as you want. Also, if you want to buy me a coffee, I will left my Ethereum wallet, so you can donate if you want. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and goodbye.